Once in a lush green forest, there stood a towering old tree with thick, gnarled branches and leaves that whispered in the wind. This tree had seen many seasons and had witnessed the changes in the forest over hundreds of years. All the animals in the forest respected the old tree, often coming to it for advice. One summer, a group of young trees grew near the wise old tree. They were full of energy, with bright green leaves and sturdy trunks. But as they grew, they began to boast about their strength and beauty. They would sway their branches proudly and mock the old tree for being so ancient and slow. "You may be tall, but you, old and frail," said one young tree. "We are strong and will grow even taller than you one day." The old tree smiled gently at their words and said, "It is true that I am old, but with age comes wisdom. The strength of a tree is not just in its height or beauty but in its roots, which hold it firm against the storms." The young trees laughed and ignored the old tree's advice, continuing to show off their youthful vigor. As the seasons changed, a fierce storm approached the forest. The wind howled and the sky darkened. The young trees, with their shallow roots, were unprepared for the storm's fury. As the wind picked up, they struggled to stay upright. Their branches snapped, and some were even uprooted. But the wise old tree, with its deep roots and sturdy trunk, stood firm. It had weathered many storms in its lifetime, and this one was no different. After the storm passed, the forest was in ruins, but the old tree remained standing tall. The surviving young trees, now humbled and weak, looked at the old tree with newfound respect. They realized that true strength was not just in appearance but in being deeply rooted and resilient. The old tree spoke again. "Remember, youth and beauty are fleeting, but wisdom and strength lie in being grounded and enduring. Grow your roots deep, and you will weather any storm." From that day on, the young trees listened to the old tree's advice, and as they grew, they became strong and wise, just like the old tree.